postponed till 2022. So that's gonna be that's actually been like a big trend that I've been noticing. A lot of games have been being postponed. I know, I think I said it earlier, but New Worlds is being pushed back until September 28th. To be honest, I'm down for games to get pushed back if it doesn't end up like what the fuck is it called? Game was so shit I forgot about it. Cyberpunk, boom! Don't come out like Cyberpunk. They literally just pushed it back. That way it could be released to new consoles. That's it. They didn't really do anything with it. But what's your guys' thoughts on that? On games getting pushed back?
Games getting pushed back. I mean, I'll kind of give my 2 cents over New Worlds real quick, just because it got pushed back as well. You know, I think when these betas drop, there's a lot that comes from it. You know, what can be worked on? What can we do better for the game in general? New Worlds, I thought New Worlds was amazing.
New Worlds was good. I played a little bit of it.
Yeah, and as I got higher in levels, I felt some things were really tedious. Some things were, you know, super. Some things got hard. They really did, and it was like, damn, I'm still 5 levels higher, but I'm over here getting smacked.
Oh yeah. By the way, everyone, that's a website. Everything, that's the article we're basing everything off of. Just letting you guys know. But again, that's onemedia.substack.com. So, hey.
Damn, look at you, the plug man. Shit, but you know, I think there's a lot of things that could have been worked on. You know, how are we grinding out these resources? How accessible are they? Especially when we're talking about an MMO, you know, there's hella people, you know, taking some of these resources from me, you know, and I didn't even really dive into the PvP, but I've heard there was a lot of differences just in PvP. So I'm glad that it got pushed back, even if it was just a month, because I think that there's things that the developers need to work on, just to hash some things out, just to make it run a little bit more smooth, you know, for all players.
Yeah.
Of course, it sucks at the end of the day. You know, a lot of people are going to lose their progress. But if I'm fine with losing all of my progress. We were going to lose our progress at the end of the day. But if they make the game that much better, with whatever else they add or whatever else they tweak, you know, potentially that's a lot better for that day one release, where, as we've seen in the past, sometimes the games are unplayable. Wow. With Diablo Immortal, that I'm reading that it's pretty much a mobile game. Is it on console or PC?
Wait, I'm not sure.
Diablo Immortal.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it just says mobile for me. Like, it's an upcoming mobile action RPG. I don't really.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Android and iOS devices.
Okay, yeah, but I'm fine with games being pushed back. I think we need to have solid releases. Sometimes that's just what you need. You need to have a game pushed back so that we can have those solid releases.
If you see right here where I'm highlighting, it says, you know, RPGs. I mean, on Android, iOS devices. I want to point that out. That's all.
Hey, I mean, I had to read. All right, it's tough. It's tough out here. I have to sound out the word and then put it together. That's just a lot of work. You're putting a lot of pressure on me. But you know what? I love it. And I was one of those people that didn't have problems with Cyberpunk when it first dropped, but other people did. So, you know,
the problem was basically last gen consoles.
No, and I completely understand that, but at the same time, and this is how I feel, what if I was one of those players that the game didn't work? I would have been pissed.
Yeah,
I'd have been livid. And Boss Man, I know me and you talked about it. You were already on your like second playthrough and you were like, yeah, I haven't really had anything happening.
What are you talking about on Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
No, so I'm not gonna lie, it worked great for me. But I was playing on the next gen console. I mean, it had its little buggy features or whatever and stuff like that, little things here and there that you kind of expect from a brand new game that's launching. But other than that, it worked well for me.
And I mean, and that's my thing, it worked well for me. But if I was that person still on the PlayStation 4 or still on the Xbox, and I was getting the short end of the stick, I'd have been pissed. So I'm glad.
And it's crazy because like I feel like the main issue is again like that's why I'm bashing Cyberpunk so bad is because originally, don't forget, it was supposed to come out April of last year. And mind you, the PS5 or the new Xbox, I forgot what the Xbox name is, but
Xbox One X.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about the new one.
Xbox One X.
Well, yeah, the Xbox One X. Well, we all see that they came out right, and fucking like they weren't even announced. I mean, they were announced, but they didn't say anything like they weren't any real good details about like none of the specs or anything like that. Cyberpunk was supposed to come out in April. April comes, they're like, okay, we're gonna delay the game, blah blah blah, because we're gonna fix this, fix that, blah blah blah. They specifically waited for the next gen to come out. Next gen to come out, cool. For most people, it played okay, but then for last gen, it played like dog shit. Mind you, this was supposed to be a last gen release.
No, and so I can completely agree with that, but at the same time, you have to realize this: the game was a good game, but even on new consoles, people had problems. PlayStation legit took it off the store because people were having problems. How many people that had PlayStation 5s were having those exact same problems?
So I don't think I think that's hard to gauge because there wasn't really a lot of PlayStation 5s that went out in the first place.
No, absolutely. But even on the Xbox new gen, how many people were still having problems on the new gen console?
I didn't really hear.
It wasn't as bad.
It wasn't as bad. It was the old consoles that it was like unplayable.
Yeah. But my biggest thing is the game. We still had small bugs on new consoles. So clearly the game needed work.
But I mean,
it's just the fact that it works significantly better on next gen consoles. But again, my whole thing is the fact that again it wasn't even marketed as a fucking next gen console. It was marketed as a current gen console.
Yeah,
and, you know what I'm saying. And the fact that they legit hold old gen console players. Like there's people who still don't have a PlayStation 5 or the Xbox, and they still gotta they still gotta deal with that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. But to be honest, I think people are kind of over it.
People are definitely over it, but it's
I mean, I just don't see the point in kind of like hashing it back up. Like, they. I mean, I'm just saying, like they screwed up. It was bad. It was a bad
launch. And personally, I don't think developers or these companies are going to be releasing games to where they'd be the next Cyberpunk. I don't believe that. Because that's just bad business. We already saw what happened.
Well, no, it's bad business to deliver to boast on something that you can't deliver. It's not bad business to say, "Hey, listen, we're gonna try to come out with this fresh new game that nobody's ever done." Now, when you try to, I tell you what, biggest example I can give is No Man's Sky.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
I was waiting for that game so
they were selling some bullshit like to everybody. We thought we was getting like 1 billion planets and like, dude, I might as well get rid of every other game I got because I'm not gonna have no time if I play in No Man's Sky. And it just didn't turn out like that.